Welcome to part 3 of our 3-part free puppy training workshop. Last time, the first video, we talked about socialization and how to go about that properly. Last time we talked about focus training, and I shared one of my favorite focus training exercises in that video. In this video today, we're going to be talking all about relaxation training. Whenever I first heard about relaxation training, I was very fascinated with the idea because I didn't know that you could teach this behavior. I thought dogs were either born with calmness or they weren't. And whenever I found out you could teach it and I started teaching it to my puppies and saw the amazing results, I was absolutely fascinated, and I was so pleased with how it made life go so much more smoothly, how it made house manners training go so much more smoothly, and it was amazing. It was basically a game changer for me as far as teaching good house manners and watching how my puppies did so much better when they were more relaxed and all those things. So I really love the quote by Absolute Dogs, and it says, if I can get it pulled up here. Here we go. You can never have too much calm in a dog. If your puppy is calm, they cannot be experiencing frustration. If your puppy is calm, fear can't overwhelm them. And this is from their ebook, Calmness is King. And this is so true. And I saw this firsthand whenever I started teaching relaxation training to my dogs. And this is why it is one of the most important things, what I consider now, one of the most important things to teach a puppy. And I know I've said this a lot throughout this workshop, and that's very true because we're talking all about this is what this workshop is all been about, is about the things that I have found to be the most important in my puppy training, and that's what the puppy Bedrock Course is about. And so that's why this keeps being a recurrent theme. So anyway, let's talk about relaxation training and some of the benefits to that. So the first one is, overall, your puppy is going to be less stressed, and so are you. Because if your puppy is less stressed, you're going to be less stressed because you're his owner, and if he's anxious, it's going to make you have more to deal with. Another thing is he's going to be less likely to be reactive. If he's operating out of a calm state of mind, then something that happens out of the ordinary or something that's a little bit more stressful is not going to push him over the edge into reactivity as much as it would if he was already agitated. This is the kind of same idea. He's going to have lower arousal levels, and he's going to be more likely to focus on you. And this is going to help you just overall have better house manners because he's going to know what he's supposed to do instead of, barking out the window or pacing the house or something like that. He's going to know that he needs to just relax and be calm. And this, over time and lots of training, calmness can be a default behavior, which is better than if he does a default behavior as in he goes and starts getting into trouble. Instead, he's going to go lay down on his dog bed or something like that, which is much more what we as puppy owners want our puppies to do instead of getting into trouble. So whenever I'm first teaching a puppy calmness, I use a method that I call capturing calmness. And basically what this is you see your puppy doing a calm behavior on his own, and you reward him for it. So I have some steps here, and I'll have video examples, but we'll go through the steps first, and then I'll show you the videos. So how I do it is I start with my puppy on a tether, and I make sure I have quick access to treats. Anytime he lays down, I give him treats, and then reward any other calm behaviors he does on his own. So for me, the first step is him laying down, and then after he gets a hint of that and he's laying down frequently and he understands that's what he needs to do in order to get treats, I start making it harder by waiting until he shows a different calm behavior, because laying down is great, but what I really want to be rewarding is general calmness. And here are some other calm behaviors your puppy can do that you can reward him for. So laying down, laying on one hip, laying on one side, lowered head, relaxed ears, crossed paws, lowered tail, chin on the floor, calmly chewing on his own toys, relaxed facial expressions. This is just a sampling. There's plenty of behavior, calm signs that you can tell your puppy's being calm, he's settling down. You have to pay lots of close attention to your puppy and kind of figure out for him and his breed what he looks like when he is calm and when he is relaxed, and then reward him for those responses. So let's look at the video examples. Get them pulled up here. Okay, so this is Xerxes, and this is him. If you watched part 2 of the workshop, you would have seen him in the video about my favorite, one of my favorite focus building exercises. He's much younger in this video, and we have not worked on focus and relaxation as much as we had in the other video. As you can tell, he's much more scattered and not quite as calm. So there he lay down, he started chewing his toy. I gave him treats for doing that. And at first this might seem kind of counterproductive. So I gave him the treats for laying down, and now he's standing up. But in the beginning it looks that way, but as your puppy catches on to it, he will get up, he might walk around, he might be staring at you for more treats, but then he'll go back and lay down, and then you give him another treat, and before long he just starts doing that much more quickly, and he just eats his treat and just stays laying down. So in the beginning you'll have a little bit of a bump, but it's pretty easy to get over for most dogs. Okay, let's look at the next video. And this is a different day, but it's not very far apart. He's still about the same age. And again, I'm just in here making supper, and he is on this tether. I do now recommend tether training being done on a harness, but I used to do it just on collars, but I do recommend the harness now. But I'm waiting for him in this right now to lay down before he gets treats. And it might take a little while at first, and that's totally okay. It's more of a thing that you're going to do throughout the day instead of in specific training sessions, although you can definitely. This is more of a specific training session because I have him here, but it helps if you have something else to do. You can do this while you're watching TV or working on the computer or the phone or whatever. Something you can also keep an eye on your puppy. So there he sat down, and I'm giving him treats for just sitting down because I'm making it a little bit easier since it's taking him so long to actually lay down. And now, because he's eating the treats, he's laying down, so he gets more treats. This video is a little bit longer, so I might skip around a little bit. Let's go back. There we go. Here he has his chin on the floor, and I dropped something on the floor. So that kind of messed him up a little bit. But he stayed laying down the whole time, so I gave him treats for that. At this stage, like when he looked up and wagged his tail at me, obviously that's not perfectly relaxed. When I'm just capturing calmness, I really don't need him to be perfectly relaxed. I'm going to turn on the volume because this might be too loud. I don't need him to be perfectly relaxed. I just want him calm. So he can be watching me, he can be chewing on his toys, something like that, but he just needs to be, in general, calm. Here we go. So there I put the treat, make him get up because I wanted to kind of reset him. I wanted him to have to go back and lay down on his own. But if he's already laying down, then he can't go and lay down again. And he goes back and he sits down. He's being calm right now, but I'm still watching me, but I'm totally okay with that, like I said. So that kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like in action, what capturing calmness looks like in action. This is, like I said, the first step that I take whenever I am teaching calmness to a puppy. It's not the end result. There's different exercises I do that build on top of this, but this is the first step I take. And even if you just do capturing calmness, It will make an absolute huge difference in your puppy training and your puppy's behavior around the house and all of those things. So this is the conclusion of our 3-part workshop, and that means we are ready to kick open the doors to the brand new Puppy Bedrock course. So I want to tell you a little bit more about this course. It's a concise, just 4-week-long course, and it contains all the important information that I think a puppy needs to have in order to have a solid bedrock foundation for a amazing life and relationship with you. It's not a step-by-step course as far as like teaching all the basic obedience or all these bunch of different skills. What it does do though is that it gives you the foundation you need as your puppy's trainer. It gives you the knowledge you need. It gives you the skills you need to teach him literally anything you want to. I have a handful of skills I put in there that are really helpful, and they help with just life in general. So if you don't really want to have a big long puppy training course, but you do want your puppy to have some training, this is an awesome place to start. It's a standalone course, but it's also the pre-curriculum to our full puppy training course, which is the Puppy on Board Obedience and Etiquette Academy. But if you want to get into the Obedience and Etiquette Academy, then you're gonna have to take this as your first step. If you just want to have this first step as foundational and just kind of leave it at that, it works great for that too. So I want to give you guys a tour of the course. So this is the welcome page. This is what you'll see after you sign in, after you click on the course, and this it's gonna have it by the time you see this video. There will already be a video up here with a video tour of the course, kind of like what I'm giving you now. And this welcome page just talks about how the course works and what to expect. There's also important downloads right here. So there is the socialization ebook and the puppy raising guide, as well as the sample house train schedule and session log and weekly planner PDF. So those are all available to you to download and have as your own. Plus, when you become a Puppy on Board member in the Puppy Bedrock course, you get access to, you always have access to all of our free YouTube videos, but you also get access to 3 videos that are packed full of really important stuff. So proofing web class is all about proofing, which is the process of taking a behavior you have just taught your dog and making it solid around distractions and applicable for real life situations, and really solid and reliable in real life situations. And then the tether training web class, which is really important. I talk about in this web class, I try to give you guys like an inside view into how the system I use to raise my puppies and to help prevent behavior problems later down the road, as well as how I use tethers to teach my puppies important life skills, like separation training and calmness and all those types of things. It's all in this web class right here. And then we have the barking web class, which is getting ready to have a redo. And you're gonna have this course. If you buy this course today, you have lifetime access to it. That's just how it's set up. You're gonna have lifetime access to it. So any kind of updates I do in the future, you're gonna have access to those as well. Here are just a couple of videos I did not create, but they're really great for dog body language, and you'll be able to watch those too. You can also get these on YouTube. I just put them in here for easy reference. And let's take a look at the weeks. So there's 4 weeks in here, and each week you get 3 different lessons. One's on your training system, the other one's on focus training, and the last lesson is on relaxation training. So your training system, I did not devote a whole video to this in the workshop, but it is crucial. It is absolutely vital, and which is why I include it in this course. And like I said, each week you're going to get a lesson on that, which is going to set you up for having a very well developed training system by the end of this course. So this first week talks about your markers, mechanics, and methods. The focus training lesson is about eye contact and SMART times 50. Relaxation training is basically what we covered in this video, the calmness. And each week also has a quiz. So this kind of helps you, this is a self-paced course. It's not, timed or anything, but the quizzes are designed to give you a idea if you're ready to move on. If you and your puppy are both ready to move on to the next level, you can take these quizzes, and that will help you be able to evaluate that. Anyway, so this week 2 is about understanding criteria. That's a training system lesson. Focus training, which is calm. Relaxation training, which is better place. These are all practical behaviors, but they play a huge role in like focus training and relaxation training. Those are practical behaviors like come in bed, but they're also teaching the same concept of focus and relaxation. Your training system for week 3 is understanding reinforcement, which is super, super powerful. Focus training, which is the engage, disengage game, which you can also kind of get an idea what that is in part 2 of this workshop. I talked about the engage, disengage game. And then relaxation training, relax on a mat, based off of Karen Overall's relaxation training protocol. And week 4, your training system, the ABC problem solving model, which is how professional trainers like myself evaluate problems and are able to solve them, have a systematic way of solving them. Go-to behaviors, which can also transfer into emergency behaviors, and the separation training, which is huge and important for preventing separation anxiety. Then after week 4, you're going to get an exclusive invitation to join the Puppy on Board Obedience and Etiquette Academy. So, like I said before, the Puppy Bedrock course is a kind of like a pre-curriculum to the Obedience and Etiquette Academy, and you're going to want to do that one first before you can do the other one. But even if you just want to stay at the Puppy Bedrock course, that is perfectly okay. And if you don't teach your puppy anything else, teach him what's in this course, because it will be amazing. It will change your life with your puppy. It will make him much more enjoyable to live with, and all those types of things. So head over to the link in the description of this video if you want to learn more about the Puppy Bedrock course and enroll today. And anyway, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and drop those into the comments of this video, and I will try to help you answer them. Have a great day.